Something dealing with trial is that I've asked several times for headsets for my advisory council. I know that's been an issue that you said we can only have 5 headsets. Is there some way we can do that? Because it's very difficult for them to advise me on things when they kind of don't know what's going on.
If you need a break to consult with your advisory council, we can do that. I can only give so many headsets.
You said you were going to check into that. Is that something that
They
you did
said
check into and there's no more available headsets?
They can't do more than 5 on that particular system or network that they have. I need my court reporter to have one so we can do the sidebars. The state's only getting 1. I get 1, so that leaves 2 for you. Whoever you want to have besides yourself, you can choose one of your advisory council or your paralegal.
But you're forcing me to choose between the people that are helping me?
Sure.
Okay.
Technically, I don't know I even have to do that. You represent yourself. You're considered your own attorney. You don't even have the right, the right to consult. I shouldn't say that. You have the right to consult with them, but it's not a necessary thing. Because you are acting as your own attorney, you're expected to proceed as your own attorney. They don't have an affirmative duty to even give you advice under the case law for being an advisory council. The fact that they do is probably helpful to you, okay? But you chose to represent yourself. It means you are supposed to act as your own lawyer.
You appointed them and assigned them to me. I did not ask for them.
Okay, yeah, I did, in case you decided not to represent yourself so they could step in at trial.
Okay, well then, is an alternative that we could do sidebars at the bench so that they could be involved during that
I
time?
think it depends on the complexity of the question. If it's a simple jury question that, like, for example, can we have a copy of the police report? The answer to that is always no. So I think I'll have to take it on a question by question and issue by issue basis. So if it's an issue where we need everyone at the bench, yes, we can do that. But if it's a simple, quick response that we can do with the headsets, we'll do that.
Okay. I have one more issue.
Go ahead.
Okay. Seeing as how things went in the last trial, my question is, what does the state intend to bring in from Idaho so that I can prepare my questions without being accused by you of opening the door? How can we avoid that when almost every witness has testified in my Idaho trial? And I don't want to be responsible for doing that. So how are we going to handle that?
Well, I will tell the prosecutor to make sure a caution is given to each witness that no matter what the question is, that witness should not think it's a question that would require an answer about prior testimony or prior proceedings. State agrees, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
I guess they can be further advised that if they think you or the state is asking a question that calls for that sort of answer about prior testimony or a prior proceeding, that maybe we should take a break.
Okay.
All right? Anything else?
That was it.
All right, we'll see everyone.
She said if both parties use all the jury free, that also means that we can bring in the survivors whatever time tomorrow since they haven't put out a message yet, or excuse everybody.
Okay, so I'm being informed that the jury commissioner said if the parties stipulate to not bringing in any jurors tomorrow, we can do that. Remember last time, though, we screened whatever number we had. A few of those people didn't show up, even though they were informed they needed to show up. So we have 66. I think because it's a shorter trial, we don't necessarily need 4 alternates, but maybe we should just in case. I don't know.
Judge, I would still want 4, given that we lost
We
2 in the first 2 days.
We did.